You might think your hormones are out of balance because of stress or because modern life is busy. But the truth is far more alarming. A recently WHO report estimated that 1 in 6 people were struggling with infertility at some point in their reproductive years. What most people don't realize is that one of the biggest reasons is sitting on their plate. Every single day, a growing evidence from National Library of Medicine shows that certain food, especially those typical of Western-style diet, can further reduce fertility in both men and women by driving hormonal imbalance, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress. Today, I'm breaking down the foods and the daily habits that are quietly disrupting your hormones through both Western nutrition science and traditional Chinese medicine, and most importantly, how you can reset your hormones in the next 100 days. Section 1. How bad is the hormone crisis? Western science view. But before we talk a solution, let's take a moment to understand just how serious this hormone disruption really is. If you are new here, I'm Dr. Lily from GinSen, where we're 2 trusted clinics in London have spent over 25 years helping people around the world restore their hormone and improve their fertility using a blend of Chinese medicine and evidence-based nutrition. What we are observing in clinic now aligns closely with what global research is revealing. So let's look at what the science actually usually shows. What research is showing is that diet and modern lifestyle don't operate separately. A major study from Montesino followed more than 1,000 women and found that exposure to PFAS, the chemical that makes pans non-sticky, take away box grass greasy-proof and coffee cups leak-resistant chemical designed to last forever literally inside your body and the environment, can reduce fertility by up to 40%. Then you have the nutrition side. A paper in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that 90% of pregnant women are not getting enough essential nutrition like vitamin D, iron, B12, and all other of fundamental for ovulation, eggs development, and stable hormones. And it's not only a woman's issue. Men's hormones are shifting too. One study found that even some things simple like working more can boost male hormones healthy. Men who take at least 4,000 steps a day have noticeable highly testosterone, and adjusted just 1,000 extra steps give additional small but meaningful lift. Another review showed that when men take antioxidants, things like vitamin C, vitamin E, or Q10, that chance of conceiving naturally increased up to 4 times, and healthy live birth rate raised even more. When you put all these together, the message from Western science becomes crystal clear. Our hormones are being overwhelmed from food we eat to the chemical we are exposed to the chronic stress and the nutrition gap in modern life. Section 2. What does TCM say? The deep layer. Now let's shifting to Chinese medicine perspective, because what's fascinating is that TCM has been describing this kind of hormonal disruption for thousands of years, long before we had lab test, hormone track, or fertility monitor. It simply used different language at GinSen. When clients come in with hormonal imbalance, irregular cycle, PMS, PCOS, lower sperm quality, fatigue, or fertility struggling, almost every single case falling into one or more of 4 classical TCM patterns. And as I go through them, pay attention if you recognize yourself in any of those. Number 1. Liver qi stagnation. Too much stress or pressure stuck inside the body. This is one of the most common patterns within those days, especially in busy cities like London, busy job, when stress builds up, when emotions are held on, when you constantly rush or multitask, leverage getting stacked. How this look in real life? So you have suffered PMS, irritable, mood swing, breast tenderness, irregular period, headache around or before period cycle, feeling easily overwhelmed. From a Western standpoint, this pattern looks almost identical to cortisol imbalance and blood sugar drying regular, both well-known triggers of hormone chills. If your cycle changes every time when you are stressed or mood shift before your period, you're probably dealing with pattern. Second pattern is spring qi deficiency with dampness, weak digestion, inflammation, sugar craving. This person is raised fast because modern life almost bleeds it. Too much sugar, too much coffee, too much wine, processed food, irregular meal, eating on the go. All of this weaken the spleen, the organs system in TCM responsible for digestion, absorption, and energy. When the spleen gets tired, dampness forms a sticky discharge, heavy, sluggish internal environment. What this looking like? Bloating, weight gain, especially around the belly, fatigue after meals, brain foggy, loose stool, water retention, body heaviness, PCO-like symptoms. Western medicine would describe this as inflammation, insulin resistance, and metabolic system imbalance. If you get tired easily or gain weight without explanation, or if you crave carbs and sweets, you might be here. Number 3, kidney deficiency, the root of fertility and long-term hormone balance. In TCM, the kidney garner reproduction, fertility, sexual health, aging, and overall vitality. This pattern is deeply connected to egg quality, sperm quality, libido, and long-term hormonal resilience. Modern life drains kidney gene faster than ever. Chronic stress, poor sleeping, burnout, intense work, agents, overthinking, excessive screen times, late night, and the signs of kidney deficiency include lower libido, fatigue, lower back discomfort, irregular or long cycle, lower sperm count or poor sperm quality, feeling weird but tired, cold hand and feet. Scientifically, this line up with what we now see in fertility research: higher oxidant stress, damage to DNA, and weakened energy inside your cells that effective how eggs and sperm develop. If you like your energy isn't the same as before, this is one might be you. 4 is blood deficiency, lower nutrients, weak cycle, weak hormones. Blood in TCM is not just about hemoglobin level, it also referred to nourishment, warmth, and emotion stability. Sign of blood deficiency: light periods, pale skin or lips, dizziness, poor memory, feeling cold easily, trouble sleeping, dry hair, or dry skin. In Western times, this often shows up as lower iron, lower B12, lower folate, or poor nutrients absorption. This pattern is extremely common in women who have heavy periods, long-term dieting, plant-based diet without enough nutrients density, post-term displating, chronic stress. If you constantly feel not nourished inside or outside, you probably dealing with this pattern. And here what is both Chinese medicine and Western medicine agreed on: modern habits, fast food, overworking, stress, poor sleeping, environmental toxins, nutrition deficiency are weakened reproductive system from multiple angles at the same time. This is why so many people feel off even when the rebel results show nothing out of the ordinary. In TCM, those patterns explain the why behind your symptoms. In Western science, the labels explain the what. When we combine them, we finally see the full picture. So now, let you know the science behind why hormones are so sensitive today. Let's look at the everyday food and habits that quietly trigger those issues in real life. Section 3. Foods disrupting your hormones. Now let's talk about what's actually usually disrupting a hormone every single day. Because sometimes it's not your age, it's not your stress and not your genetic. It's the small things you eat or drinking without realize them impact, and some of those might surprise you. Seed oil or refined vegetable oil, PUFAS. You find them in nearly every package item at a supermarket. Crispers, granola bars, dressing, sauce, dips, baked goods, everything. From a Western perspective, those oils break down easily under heat, creating the compound that are driving inflammation and oxidative stress. Both of those interfere with hormone signal and ovulation. From a TCM perspective, those oils create the damp heat, a thick, congested internal environment that shows up as acne, PMS, painful period, and or sluggish cycle. The trick part then hide on the name like sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, soybean oil, corn oil, vegetable oil blended. So most people consume them all day without knowing. Second, ultra-processed food. Take away frozen meals, snacks, pastries, biscuits conveniently, comfortably in everywhere. This problem is not just calories, it's blood sugar spike, addictive preservatives, lower fiber, and lower nutrients. This combination throw your hormones into the lower cortisol. TCM describes this as weakening the spring chi, leading to bloating, craving, fatigue, and dampness, which mirror PCOS-like symptoms, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation. If eating makes you tired or you feel heavy and foggy after meal, it could be why. Number 3, plastic, PFAS, and everyday package exposure. Most people assuming they're not exposure to Hormone chemical until they look at their daily rotation. Everyday items like non-stick pans, takeaway books, food wrappers, and even the inside of disposable coffee cups all contain compound that can leach into food, especially when heat involved. Some people commonly use microwave. You are not eating plastic, but the tiny particles of those chemicals can slip into your meal without any taste or smell. In the body, those compounds behave like a chemical message that confusing your hormone system, especially the one that regular menstrual cycle, ovulation, and sperm development. From TCM perspective, this creates what we call toxic heat, a kind of internal bond that blocks circulation through toxification and adds pressure to the liver system, which is responsible for hormone regulation. The issue isn't a single takeaway meal. It's the tiny exposure from habits like a microwave, left over in a plastic, drink hot drink from disposal cup, or using same plastic container again and again. Individually, each moment feels harmless, but together then quietly build up over time, and your hormones feel the weight of accumulation. 4. Lower nutrition white food. White bread, white rice, white pasta, cracks, pastries. Those foods acquire energy but lower in nutrition, and long-term then drain the vitamins and minerals your body relies on the building hormones. In TCM, it becomes blood deficiency, light period, poor uterine dizziness, lower mood, cold hand and feet. If you're feeling hungry again within an hour or eating or energy drop sharply in the afternoon, those foods maybe play a role. 5. Excess cold drink and raw food. Those won't surprise Western audience, but is one of the most common hormone disruptors we see. Cold drink, iced coffee, smoothie, salad, raw vegetable, too much of them weaken the digestion system, cooling down and call off your body, lose the young energy. In TCM, this injured young, leading the cold in the uterus, poor blood circulation, digestion system weakness, and reduce the ovulation quality. A cold womb does not like to ovulate, and is identified doesn't like to support implantation. If you crave cold drinks all year round, or often feel cold, often eating, this is a sign your body is struggling to keep warm. Finally, now here is key things. I'm not sharing this list to overwhelm you. I share it because once you understanding what's disrupt your hormones, you finally have the power to change it. This real transformation happened when you're learning which pattern your body is stuck in, what your hormones actually usually need, and how to reset everything over the next 100 days. And that's exactly what I'm going to break down in the next video. So if you find this is helpful, make sure you watch part 2 because that is where the truly important part beginning. I'm Dr. Lily. I will see you in next time.